The Daily Brew Coffee House is not just a means to meet my caffeine needs. It is a place where some of my favorite memories have been made and where community is formed. I have loved the Daily Brew, or the DB, for about 3 years now. It is located about 6 minutes away from my school, and I find myself going there 3 or 4 times a week, if not more. It has become a safe haven for me. I would even venture to call it a home away from home. I love this coffee shop for many reasons. One reason is because of what this coffee shop means for me and my friendships. Many of my college memories are filled with laughter over lattes and the Daily Brew. I used to go by myself when I first found it, but then I converted many of my friends. It has now become a place where me and my friends go to have deep conversations or to study for a hard exam. This leads me to my next reason why I love the Daily Brew. We are known and loved. There are about 4 different workers, and they are close to our age. John, Stacy, Shane, and the boss Mark have welcomed us every time we walk through the door. These 4 people are probably why I love the place so much. They make me feel welcomed and remember important things that have happened to me. On multiple occasions, John and Stacy have sat down with me to have good conversation. They also know things about me that make me feel like I'm not just a customer, but make me feel like I'm a friend. 3 years ago, this coffee shop was not as popular. I even remember a time where they almost sold the shop because they could not afford to keep it running. Today, the community surrounding it and the community of CBU has invested in them greatly. Every weekend, the local musicians play and the open mic night is popular and fun. Every weekend, as the local musicians play, sometimes I take my residents there as an event. I am currently a resident advisor at CBU, and we use them at every event almost. I love partnering with them and my school because it unifies our town and my school. The community loves the Daily Brew almost as much as I do, and that is saying something. I could talk about how much I love the Daily Brew, but quoting others I think will point out my love for it more adequately. Today I'm going to quote 3 sources. One current CBU student, a friend who goes to my local church, and a quote that I found on Yelp.com. I emailed a fellow classmate and asked if they had gone to the Daily Brew before, and they replied with saying they go very often. I asked the student to sum up their opinion of the coffee shop, and this is what she said. I seriously love the Daily Brew. Me and my friends go there all the time to study or just to hang out. The workers there are always so friendly and nice, and the drinks are pretty cheap too. It's a cool off-campus place to hang out and if you need to. I think that she summed up her opinion quite eloquently. She loves the Daily Brew for all the same reasons I do, and that is why they have so many CBU students attend. The next quote is going to come from an older man named Dave who does the finances at my church. I did not know he was a regular until I saw him on a Tuesday afternoon. At our Tuesday night Bible study, I asked him why he goes to that coffee shop, and the answer he answered was tied into my speech very well. Dave said, I always go there because the coffee is black and the people are nice. It is a simple place where I can hang out with the young crowd, but also connect with the older crowd. I just really like it. Dave and me have different reasons why we love the Daily Brew, but I think that shows how they meet the needs of different individuals within the community. The last quote I'm going to give is from Yelp.com from a person named T. DeSolia. Finally, a good coffee place near UCR to get coffee and study with the free Wi-Fi and the nicest owners and workers you can meet. Everything I've tried there is very good as well. I like my coffee plain and no sugar, even though I'm not kind of a coffee person. I normally order black with just sugar, but this place has made me like it with cream as well. As I've quoted these last 3 quotes, I think the community agrees with me that the Daily Brew is very good. The Daily Brew for me is much more than just a simple coffee shop down the street from my school. It has become a place where I am a friend and where I can be in community with people in Riverside. The Daily Brew provides me with an escape from my mundane CBU responsibilities and gives me a place to go when I want to get off campus. There's a quote by Hugh Jackman that sometimes explains how I feel about the Daily Brew. The quote is, "To me, the smell of fresh made coffee is one of the greatest inventions. When I walk into the Daily Brew and the manager waves at me and the smell of a vanilla latte hits me, I feel comfortable. This comfortable feeling is a hard feeling to match, and I am thankful that the Daily Brew is unique in those feelings. This environment welcomes me with open arms, and I will miss it so dearly when I move away. I will probably find another coffee shop that I like, but the Daily Brew will always have a special place in my heart because of my experiences it shared with me while I was learning and developing at CBU. Woo! And those are my people. Thank you. Okay.